Welcome everybody to a brand new episode of That's a Wrap. I'm Caboose.
I'm Under the Answer.
And today what we're going to be talking about is our theories and predictions for next year's finale to the Phase 3 of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Avengers 4.
Yes.
Now before we jump into this, I wanted to ask you guys, of course, if you could leave a like rating on the video as it shows your support, and we would really appreciate it. So if you could leave a like, that would be awesome. And with that said, well, let's jump into this.
So Caboose, in the last 10 days, you've seen it 4 times. I've seen it 3. And in those last 10 days, how much have we talked about this movie? I think
day in and day out.
Literally every time I've seen you, I've had a new theory, something to talk about part 4.
Yeah.
I think I've even called you just out of the blue, out of the night, at 4 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Caboose, this is what's going to happen in part 4.
So, hey, listen, obviously we want to let you guys know that there's going to be Infinity War spoilers ahead. So if you haven't seen the movie yet, then obviously you want to do so because we're going to be jumping deep into Infinity War spoilers because there's a lot that happens in especially that last 30 minutes in the movie that directly leads into what we think Avengers 4.
And if you haven't seen the movie, you got to be on a mountaintop somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know. You got to be hiding under. I want to know what rock you're living under and how deep it goes. But all right, so there's your spoiler warning there. Again, if you haven't seen the movie, put this video in your favorites, go see it, come back, and then we can discuss. So, Avengers 4. I think right out of the floodgates to talk about it, the most important thing to take away from Infinity War is Doctor Strange.
Yes.
And what's going on with his character, most specifically when he looks to the future.
Yes.
That was a really important part in the movie. So,
there is 3 keys for me, Caboose, going into Avengers 4. 3 very clear keys. The Doctor Strange thing.
Yep.
This Soul Stone thingy about bringing back souls and whatnot. And Captain Marvel.
Yeah, okay. Right. Yeah,
those are very big 3
I totally
keys.
agree with you. I totally agree with you. 3 keys
going into Avengers 4.
So,
upon, many other things.
I know.
But those are the 3 big
So
keys.
to break it down, let's start with Doctor Strange. Because we talked about this a little bit in our spoiler review for Infinity War. But to go back to it, he says there is one outcome out of 14 plus million where they win.
Yes.
And he's the only one out of everyone that disappears in that movie and fades or ceases to exist. He's the only one that he's not panicking.
That's right.
He's like,
you made a great point with that.
He says to Tony, this was the only way. Yeah. So it seems like he knows this path that they're on is the only possible chance they have.
Now, this is what I really want to ask you, Bruce. Do you think when he went in that future, did he see the snap?
Probably.
Did he see the snap?
Probably.
I wonder if he saw all of that, and it looks like maybe he did.
Yeah.
Because if he did, he wasn't panicked. Now, my thinking for Avengers 4, yes, his theory and all that, and what he said is going to be a factor. It's going to be a key. But I really think in the movie, they're not going to dwell on it. They're not going to make a big light to it. Yeah. He just knew if he comes back, they're going to fight the battle. But I don't think they're going to dwell on what Doctor Strange said or did.
Probably not, because we'll just see it play out. He knows that already.
Yes.
So but at the same time too, you just look at the lines of dialogue that happen with this character throughout the movie. He has this moment with Tony where he's like, "Listen, if it comes between you, Spidey, or this time stone, I'll protect the time stone."
Yes.
So when he says these things and then still he's willing to give up the time stone, it's like he
because
knows what he's doing.
The fate of the world was,
the universe.
The universe was not as important as the time stone.
Yeah. And so, he knows exactly what he was doing was the only outcome possible to defeat Thanos. So that's why his character, I feel like, was very important, very key to what's going to go happening in Avengers 4. And I wonder if
there's a future joke in there where he says to Tony, hey, the only professional curse I did back for you
was
because, the state of the universe is at stake. So I can see that happening.
So, okay, another thing that I wanted to talk about, and this is actually something that I noticed, after one of those repeat viewings, and I can't remember if I mentioned in our spoiler review or not, but it's about Gamora and the Soul Stone directly.
Yes.
So I told you about this. At the end of the movie, when Thanos does the snap, he has this moment where he's, in this trance, and he's, talking to a young Gamora.
Yes.
You can see that he's in this space that's orange. It's all orange.
Yes.
And considering he traded Gamora's soul, she's the only one there as well.
Yes.
So is he speaking to Gamora's soul? Is she trapped in the Soul Stone?
God, I got to tell you, Caboose, and you used a very key word there that I was thinking about, trade.
Yeah.
Captain America says that line. Yeah. We don't trade lives. I wonder if that's just the basis of this whole movie and what's going to happen in part 4 about trading lives. There's all these things floating around there that the OGs are going to trade, and we'll get into that. But you're right, the whole Gamora thing was a major factor in this movie for a lot of reasons. First off, it showed the relationship. But without the Gamora thing happening, it wouldn't have showed Thanos' side as more of a villain.
His compassion.
He wasn't just there to just kill people.
Right.
It showed compassion. That's what leads to me, Caboose, what I told you today, and you said no, but I'm calling it now.
Okay, this is
They're going to dive deeper into what Thanos is going to do. That guilt of losing the one person that he loves he's going to bring her back, and he's either going to reverse everything, or destroy that that Soul Stone.
I honestly don't think so. I really don't.
I'm calling
think so.
it now.
It's a fair theory because he does love her, and he proves that.
And it's really proved. He
was
wouldn't have got the stone if he didn't.
Yeah,
and he was in tears.
He was destroyed.
He saw her at the end, right? So I think they might further that now. Not to say that if he has that compassion and brings her back, he's still gonna kill. He's still gonna take down some Avengers. But I'm calling. I
think if he brings her back, if your theory is right, there's no way he uses the time stone to do it because he will not reverse everything he did.
So maybe he just destroyed the soul.
Maybe he destroys the soul.
I don't want the reverse thing either because you know how I'm about that. I hate that. It just takes away the authenticity of the movie.
I do think that the soul stone will get destroyed and Gamora comes back because of that. Because like I said, it looks like she's trapped in the soul stone. He's in that orange space and he's talking to young Gamora. Right. But I don't think that Thanos is going to be the one to do it. I feel like he knew what he was doing. This was his destiny to get all the Infinity Stones and to undo it in any way. First of all, it takes a little bit of the flavor away from his character.
It does.
And the push and pull that he had in Infinity War. And at the same time, it just makes it feel like, I mean, I can see where you're coming from, though. Yeah. I can see where you're coming from.
And another reason, of all the predictions that we did for this movie, I think we only had like maybe 4 right. So I'm trying to think, not outside of the box, outside of the universe, because these guys, no one on the planet knew how that Soul Stone was going to go down. No one. So they're going to come with 2, 3, 4, or 5 things that no one is going to know. They're so good at that.
Speaking of outside of the universe, one character that's going to play
some good segues factor.
I know, that was great. One character is going to play a huge factor in Avengers 4, especially considering the post-credit scene, is Captain Marvel. Yes. She's a pretty powerful character. Yes. I can't wait to see what she's actually going to be able to do in her own movie. Because that's definitely going to give us the idea of how powerful she is. And she's got to play a pretty huge role in Avengers 4. That's what I think, at least.
Well, I got to tell you, Caboose, I actually disagree.
Interesting.
I actually disagree. Now, she's going to be a factor. No doubt about it. And we're going to have to see what her power capability is. Is she on that Thor level?
Yeah.
Right? And I think she kind of is.
I think she is.
Cosmic, mystical powers. Yeah. But I really think she's not going to have an incredible amount of screen time and be a focal point and a big thing. She will be a factor, but I'm telling you, it's going to go down with the OGs.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
I'm just talking about making the most impact and doing things. I can even see the final blow coming from a Cap or an Iron Man. Yeah. Like, she's going to be a factor, but I don't think it's going to be big, heavy Captain Marvel centric.
I don't think it's going to be all about her because, at the same time, like, people were expecting this to go down for Black Panther. They were like, Black Panther's movie was so huge, he's probably going to have a huge role in Infinity War. And he didn't really, which, he didn't need one. He did his service.
I had no problem with screen time of everybody in that
movie. Was fine. He was fine. I'm not saying, like, he didn't deserve more screen time or anything. I would have loved to see more of him, but he got the right amount of screen time, and I think it'll be the same with Captain Marvel, but I think she's going to leave a little bit more of a mark because she is that powerful of a character. Really, all that's left in terms of people that can do damage to Thanos is Thor and her. So I think she'll do some damage. Again, the screen time will probably be saved for like Iron Man and Cap. Yes. Like, I agree with you there.
So another segue, you're talking about Black Panther and whatnot. So let's talk about how are they going to come back?
Yeah.
And another thing I'm just thinking as well as we know that some of them are going to come back. We know they are. And I think if they do, again, I think they're going to have that limited screen time. I really maybe halfway through the movie they come back, they have another big battle because it's going to be OG centric. I could see it. This is, once again going to be 11 years now when this movie comes out next year. They're going to end it with a bang with these guys that built this entire universe.
For sure. It's no coincidence that the OG Avengers are the ones that are left at the end of Infinity War.
I really love that.
Because it's going to, what started with their team up will end with their team up. We're going to probably see everyone come back. I'm assuming it's going to be through the time stone. Right. But even then, don't count out or rule out that some of them still might get killed off.
Exactly.
They're going to have another final battle with Thanos. There's no way they're going to go out without a fight against Thanos. But what I'm guessing is they're going to destroy that gauntlet completely, and then all those stones are going to be scattered. He's not going to really have the ability to use them individually like he does with the gauntlet. And because of that, it'll be just Thanos and his power alone against the Avengers.
I couldn't agree with you, Caboose. That's what I want. I really do. I want. We know with the gauntlet, he's amazing. I want to see him battle without the gauntlet because he's still a powerful character.
Yeah, he's still like one of the most strongest people in the universe.
So I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, and that's what I'm expecting to see. They're going to find a way to destroy that gauntlet, and then maybe they destroy the Soul Stone, which brings back Gamora, whether it's the Guardians that do that because they're tied to her character or not. And then obviously we're going to see, or I hope at least we're going to see just that final battle where it's Thanos, no Infinity Gauntlet, no nothing against the Avengers. Because
and
then we can see...
Looking at the show notes here, Caboose, you have an excellent theory for my guy as far as what's going to happen in this movie.
Talking about those stones and them being scattered, what I think will be like the final moment, the big battle will be either Cap or Iron Man, probably leaning towards Cap, taking one of those stones, most likely the Power Stone, and delivering a final blow to Thanos.
I'm telling you, when you told me about that, I was like, first off, because I love Cap, I just love the theory, but he is going to have a big presence.
Yeah, 100%.
He had some great moments, but being Cap, he didn't have a lot of screen
He didn't
time.
do too much in Infinity War.
He did what he had to do, but Iron Man had a great showing. Thor had a great showing, right? Even Black Widow had some good moments with the girls as well. Cap had his moments, but he will get a final
for
season.
sure.
Now, if it's not the stones, I'm just going to throw something else that we've kind of talked about in the past. He might lift up that axe. And
the Stormbreaker?
That would be really cool. Remember, he budged it.
I know.
Come full circle here. He lifts it. He is the worthy one.
Yeah.
We were talking about theories that it could happen in part 3.
Yeah.
Now, are they saving all this for part 4?
Man, I don't know.
I've got to say that Cap's got to play a major factor. He doesn't have to die. He might die.
I think he will. I think, again, if he uses that Power Stone or something to deliver that final blow, that's his sacrifice. He knows he's not like a god or anything. So obviously he will die because of wielding that stone. But before he delivers that last punch to Thanos, which is what kills Thanos.
Let me kick another question to you, Caboose. So out of the all OGs, who do you think might go in the new one?
I think Cap. Honestly, I think Cap.
I'm starting to think about. I could just see it. I think Iron Man will stay. Maybe be a consultant. Be there.
Maybe
for
he gets
team.
fully injured and he's just kind of like in the back.
He just goes in the backgrounds. Yeah. Do you think Hulk, Black Widow?
It's so tough to call. There's going to be a video next year where we're going to talk about who will die again.
Yes.
And I'm assuming, again, we're going to do our safe list and not safe list.
Oh, yeah.
And we might be totally wrong.
Yes.
So it's so hard to predict.
Because, boy, were we ever wrong.
We were so wrong with Infinity War. But again, like I said, we're going to get everyone, I think, coming back. All the people that, disappeared or turned to dust, I think they'll all come back. But in that final battle against Thanos, some people are still going to get lost.
What will happen now in this movie? You think you got emotional with people dying in this one. Mm-hmm. Imagine this one. We know this is the culmination. This is it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody going to... everybody could always come back.
But I think
who dies in this one is going to stay dead.
Yeah.
Is going to stay. So if it's going to be an OG, if it's going to be Cap, it's going to be even more emotional. They probably set it up that way because we know these other movies are coming out. We know Spider-Man. We know Black Panther.
Yeah.
It was still emotional.
For sure.
But who dies in this one is going to stay. So if Part 4 comes out, and they kill off Black Panther and Spider-Man again, I don't know what to say.
I don't know what would happen from that point on. But all right, listen, there's just so much to talk about for Avengers 4. There's just endless theories. And obviously, you guys are going to help us out here by letting us know your thoughts in the comment section below. What are your theories? What are your predictions for Avengers 4? We want to know what you guys have to say. And with that said, I'm Caboose.
I'm Ender the Answer.
And once again, if you could leave a like rating on the video, it shows your support, and we would really appreciate it. And you can click on screen to make your way to one of the other videos on the channel, or you can click my logo to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Please follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook. The links are in the description. Drop a like if you enjoyed, leave a comment if you have an opinion, and subscribe if you're new.
That's a wrap.